Have you ever wanted to create a good looking overlay for a stream? Well, you have found the right tutorial, because today I will show you how to make sleek graphics and designs, how to make all the required scenes in OBS, how you can apply the graphics you created in OBS, and how you can create a stream deck to interact with the scenes you created. I will also include a bonus tip, which should show you how to do it all in one scene if you want to do that. I will also include free downloads of everything I create in this video. So let's get started. As you can see in this overlay, I have it all in one scene, because I don't actually change scenes, I just change the image it shows. So I can do like this, and you should see me pop up again. I can also do this, which should just say that I will be right back. I can also do the ending scene, and I can also remove the text if I want to do that. So yeah, let's go back to our main scene. So yeah, that's about what you can do at this point. You can also add more buttons to your stream deck if you want to do that. Yeah, that's it for the all-in-one scene. This is an example of a scene I created using the Nerd or Die Maker tool, which is actually pretty good. See here, I can just change between each different scene. I also made a custom transition for this, so look now. And that just works. So I guess that's cool. We also have this scene, which is the Be Right Back scene. And I have the talking scene right here. And I also have the ending scene. So if you want to do that, stay tuned. You won't have the same graphics because I didn't make this myself. I used the Nerd or Die Maker, which I will include a link to in the description of this video. So let's just get right into it. After you have created the image here, you can start doing the fun stuff. So I will show you how to do a cool gradient like I did on my overlay. You simply just create a custom gradient like this. You drag it all over. You adjust it to your liking. I'm apparently not able to mess with this one here. Let's see, let's say you want this effect here. This background here. After you have created your canvas here, you can start making the text layers. I am not going to show you how to do all of it, but this is basically the Joni 88291 that I did. So if I just write out Joni 8829 in capital letters like this, and I do it, and I center it to the screen, now comes the fun part. See here, you want this to be gray, you want this to be purple, and you want this to be gray again. You can have whichever colors you want, but like, I think you got my point, see? Now I have the base here. I am going to try to adjust this. See, something like this works. Let's just leave it to that. I don't want to fiddle too much with stuff today, so and let's do blur, linear motion blur. Let's do quite a heavy one here. Let's leave it to 40, and the angle should be 0 if you want the same effect as me. You then drag this to the bottom, and you add your drop shadow. That should actually be it for the background layer and the text here. So you have this and you have this. And that should actually be it. So let's just go ahead and save this. I'm going to be giving you the project files of all of this if you want it. So let's save it just to my documents folder. Let's name it Purple Canvas. And at this point you would create the text layers like I showed you for all of the states you want, like starting, just chatting, talking, all of that. Just create those yourself. I'm not going to take time to do it, so yeah. So say you want to have it all in one scene like I have here, and then you can just change the text to make that show correctly, and just change that as you need it. And yeah, I am going to show you how you can do that now. Stay tuned. So if you are wanting to do this, you first need a plugin which is called the Source Toggler. I am not going to show you how you can download it because it should be easy, I guess. If not, just Google it up and you will find out. So once you have your Source Toggler in, make sure you create a text states scene like this, because here I have just added my scene in here. So this is the scene I've created. You just import the text files. The thing is here, once you have set up the plugin, which I think you do, where do you really do that? Now I got confused. Now where do you go here to scripts and you configure in your group or your scene that you want to be toggleable here. So you just add in that there, and that makes it so you can only have one active layer at once, because that's what I wanted to do, and I guess that's what you want to do as well. So like you can have this and it just changes smoothly. If you want to do the animations, like I said, just add in a show transition and do move and configure that as you want, and just add in a hide transition and do basically the same. And that should be it for adding in the different text states. Now that you have done that, you need to add in your camera and your game capture if you want to have that, or your display capture, or whatever you want. And once that is done, you just put in your background, your alerts, and eventually your timers if that's something you want, and you should be good. So if you have decided to use the all-in-one option like I have here, where you can toggle off your camera and all that fun stuff, just keep on watching and I will show you how to do exactly this. Yeah, so you need to create a new scene. Here I created one named text states, and I just find all of my streaming assets here, and I go and grab my text files. You just drag this in, and you make sure to center it all up, and you should be good to go to be setting up the options on your Stream Deck. I'm going to show that later in the video, so stay tuned. After you have finished creating your graphics, you should start making these scenes you want to do. So I will create game v2. Let's do starting v2. Let's do ending v2. Let's do talking v2. And let's do v2. So at this point, you just go ahead and drag in your files. I already have created a file, so that's why I didn't want to do it all over again. So just drag in your base canvas. I have separate text files because that's easier for me, but you would want to do it all in a separate file with the background. But that's up to you. You can do the text separately like I did here. It's the same thing, you just create it with the background showing it, and then you unhide the background before exporting. And when you export the background, you just go ahead and what was I going to say? You just go ahead and add the text files on top of it. So you go here and you add in this, and you go to your text files and you add in your, this was actually the game one, so I should just add in my camera. The camera border is completely up to you. I will not show you how to do that in this video, so that will have to be your choice. But now that you have your background replaced, you would want background placed, you would want to add in your game capture, right? Or you, in this case, just display capture. Say I want to capture my other screen like that. You would drag this all the way over. Let's fit it to screen. Let's just stretch it a little bit. And at this point, you would have a game scene. Let's do the starting scene. Should be the same. Just drag in your background, drag in your text, and that's it for the game scene. No, the starting scene, I mean. And let's do the ending scene. You drag in your background again, and you drag in your text file, which should be right here. You center it, and then you have the ending scene. And let's do the talking. That will have to be a little bit more complex. Not really, but the layout of the stream overlay is also completely up to you. But for my scene, I would just do something as simple as putting in my camera like this, and that would be my talking scene. Let's do the be right back, which is again drag in background, drag in text files, and that's it for the be right back screen. So then you have all of your graphics in each separate scene. But what if you want it all to be in one scene? That's what I'm going to be showing you next. So when you want to do the move options for your camera like this, like I have it, and also the full one and the non-full one, you can go here to your options and then filters, and you go here, you adjust your camera position. You say I want to add another one here. You add in a move source, right? You can name it to like middle if you want your camera to be in the middle, like here, and you just center it to screen and maybe size it a little bit. Center it to screen again. Sorry for all of the extra stuff here. And then you go ahead and add in that, and you get the transform here. That's the most important part. You have to get the transform. So if I go and get my camera out of the way again, you have to get your transform here. So you click get transform, and that should show you that. So yeah, I should do a more detailed video on this if you want, but that's the basic parts of it. So then I can just go here and remove this filter again. Let's also disable this, and I guess, yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for all my spelling mistakes and stuff, but I just didn't want to end up retaking it a lot, so I just did it quickly like this. So you will have a good video and a good explanation of how you can create cool overlays like I did. So that's it, guys. We are ending it then. Thank you for watching. Yeah, as you said, like, subscribe, do all of that shit. Join my Discord server. It should be in the description, or on my Twitch About Me page, but I should just link it in the description, whatever. And thank you for watching this video. See you later. So, for the last segment of this video, I'm going to show you how you can create it in a Stream Deck in SAMMI, so you can like toggle the scenes or the text states, which is what I did. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to do both. So yeah, if you just want a simple toggle scene option, you just go here, scene switch, do the scene name here, and that should be good. The way you add a button is you go here, you click create button, and you add in the options by double clicking it. If you want to have the option to do something more advanced, like I showed you in the all-in-one scene I have, you just go here, do source change visibility, you add in your camera and just make sure that it's disabled, so you only want that active for your game scene, right? And maybe your talking scene. And you do the source change visibility, and the starting text should be enabled. And you do that for all of the files. Except for this one, you want your camera to be enabled because this is your game scene. And for all of the others, you just do that. And that's about how you do that. Also, if you want to do movements on your camera, like I can do this. I am not entirely going to show you, not in this part of the video at least. I'm going to include it afterwards, but I will show you how to do that, and also how you can do this. Just make sure my text is disabled. And that's it for doing the cool effect, right? So let's put it back and put on my BRB scene. And then my gaming scene. And it should actually be good. So yeah, I will now show you how you can do the camera movements like I did here. And then I will conclude the video. Well, thank you guys for watching the video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.